Hey all. Thought that might be instructional to walk through a lesson on I don't want to know, but not so much how to play the chords because they're easy. It's only 3 chords, but more a lesson on how to figure out or how to sound out or listen for the chords. So when you first sit down to listen to it, you'll find it's in the key of B. B, F sharp, E, F sharp, E, F sharp, B. Goes right. That's how it would go. That's what you would hear, and there may well be a guitar doing that because I think there's multiple guitars on it. But in the intro, there's one thing that you hear that sends you in a different direction, and that is you definitely hear that note. That B up here. So that would make it hit this. Right, so that's getting a little bit closer, I think, because definitely want to have that in there. So if that note is in there, what else could it be, right? What's a different way to get that note? Because those chords don't sound quite, the strings don't ring quite right. It sounds like there's some open strings in there to me, ringing. So what's another way to get to that high note? Well, what about a G shape? G, D, C. That's getting closer, I think. G, D, C, D, C. And then that little part goes. Right? First fret on the B string. Although in part it almost sounds like to a D7. Now again, I think there are multiple guitars, maybe 4 or something, 3 or 4, and one of them may be doing a D7 on that, but so that sounds pretty good. That sounds close, because you can hear that something like that going on at the top end. And there's another way we could try. Hold on. It's like a Gibson acoustic fest today. I think this might be my favorite way to do it. just E. Suspend the G string up to a B. You know, as a timeout. I've decided to try those strings that are electric / acoustic. You can use them for either one. So the G is unwound. I don't like them. I put them on this thing just to try them out. I'm not going to do that again. But anyway, because they just sound... They just sound... It sounds like the action's all messed up. You know? But anyway... So that's another way that gives you that note in it. I suspect there were a few. There's another way to do it, which I also like. Put a capo at 2 and do it with A, E, D, E, D, E, A, E, D, like that. I kind of like that one too. But it sounds like it might be a mix of several of these. And if you listen to, there's a live one that... Lindsay and Stevie were doing that one tour they did as Buckingham Nicks. They did that right before they joined. I think it was the last thing they did before they joined Fleetwood Mac. So they were already doing I Don't Want to Know live. And on that one, it just sounds like Lindsay's doing it straight without any capo and doing it with that. I assume it's in B. I don't know, but it does sound like without a capo, just doing it straight on an electric guitar. But interesting to hear that embryonic version of it compared to what Fleetwood Mac did with it. Very, very similar in arrangement, but nowhere near as subtle as Fleetwood Mac did it. But anyway, the moral of the story is, when you're just sort of hearing something, it's perfectly okay to play it down here and with a B down there. Nothing wrong with that. And you could get away with that, and you could do that around the campfire, and it'd be perfectly okay. But if you want to sort of capture some of the subtlety of it, again, one of the things that I do is I try to hear either the low note or the high note on it. And this one is pretty clear. That's what you hear. But sound those things out for yourself, and you know, pick an arrangement that you like. But there's more than one way to skin a cat on a lot of these things. I mean, for you know, for Black Dog, Led Zeppelin, there's really only one way to play that. Satisfaction, it's really one way to play. But for a lot of these other things, like when you hear Fleetwood Mac, you know, Lindsay would layer guitars. Listen to like, I'm trying to think of a good example. Sentimental Lady, the by Welch version, which I think Lindsay played on. Listen to things like that, and clearly there's a bunch of guitars layered in it. There's an open tuning guitar in there. There's a standard tuning guitar. There's another one with a capo on it. Different voicings of the chords that sound fantastic, all layered together. I think this is one of those where there's a few different guitars going on, layered all on top of each other. But maybe this will help you kind of look at things or hear at things in a little bit of a different way when you're trying to sound them out. Good luck.